This is my 2001 Mitsubishi Galant, a 2.4 liter engine. Got a bad starter. All my information says that I'm gonna have to remove the exhaust manifold to get to it, but I am going to try to make a video to show that you do not have to do that. We'll see how it goes. First of all, I got to remove this heat shield here. These bolts look pretty rusted, so earlier I sprayed some PV blaster on them to loosen them up a little bit. It's got 4 bolts holding on. You need 12mm socket. Take off 4 bolts. And pull this heat shield back out of the way so you can get on this oxygen sensor. Using a pressing wrench. I don't know what size bolt that is. It's bigger than a 17. Alright. Now that I've got the first heat shield off, there's another heat shield in here up over the starter itself. Got 1 bolt down on this side, 1 big bolt down on this side, 14mm head, and then right over here it's got two 8mm bolts. I've already taken those out. Once you get the bolts out, right off the side, that just reminded me I need to disconnect the battery. I just got a little spark there. First thing you need to do is disconnect the battery. I'm doing this in out of order, but that's the thing you should have done to begin with. Now you got to disconnect this plug right at the top of the solenoid. Just probably can't see what I'm doing, but get it. Push the little thing in on top and just pry it back. It comes right off. You need to disconnect the terminal. Looks like a 12mm socket should fit it. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna look at the new starter to see exactly where the bolts are located that hold it on, and yeah, I think I need to go ahead and remove this radiator hose just to make it easier to get to the starter itself. I've got a 14mm, the closed in side over the top bolt that holds the starter on. I'm going to use this cheater bar to break it loose. Like it's gonna be a little bit at a time. There it goes. I was able to get to the bottom bolt. Didn't film this, but I was able to get to the bottom bolt with just a ratchet and 3/8 to 1/4 inch drive on a 14mm socket. The only thing I could find to fit it that I had. You can use what you can, but it worked for me. Alright, I finally got the bolts loose. On the top of the starter itself. You just gotta take your time with the top one unless you can find an easier way to get to it. I had to go like 1/4 turn at a time with the open end wrench. You may can take some stuff loose to get to it easier, but I found that the less stuff you take off, the less stuff you're apt to break. Here's where I can see if I can get this out of here without taking the exhaust manifold off. And look at that, it comes right out. Oh yeah, sweet. Now I think I'm going to put a little blue thread lock on these bolts because I don't really know how much torque I'm going to be able to get on them. So just to be on the safe side. This is probably not going to be a lot of fun trying to get these bolts started, but I'm going to give it a shot. Top one wasn't too bad. And neither was the bottom. Not too bad. Now, there's the new starter in there. Now just got to reattach everything, and it should be good to go. Yeah, boy, the neighbors are throwing down. Well, got it all put back together. Let's see if I did it right. Looks good.